All right, you are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, if you want to know who is ruling the world, not the specific person, but the specific mentality, the specific archetype. If you want to know what that archetype is, go and watch Jared Kushner's speech at Davos, the World Economic Forum fucking meeting in Davos. It is the most cold-blooded fucking speech I've ever heard in my entire life. He's talking about peace in Gaza, and they've just ratified the the peace board for Gaza. And if I was Gazans, I'd be like, oh, finally we're getting peace. They've set up a peace board. Who's on the peace board? Is it the Hamim? Is it is it the Grand Mufti of fucking Dubai? Is it the Supreme Leader? Who's on the peace board? And then they get given the list. They're like, all right, so we've got Donald Trump. He's the chairman. He's the head. They're like, okay, yeah, all right. Who else? We've got Marco Rubio. We've got him too. The guy who just orchestrated the kidnapping of the Venezuelan president. Okay, yeah, all right. Maybe the Mufti's next, is he? Nah, the Mufti's not next. We've got Tony Blair next. He'll be looking after all the peace you've got and all the peace you need. Okay, yep. Who else? We've got Steve Witkoff. He'll be helping you out as well. If Tony Blair has a sick day, we've got Witkoff on the job. And we've got a few other people. The interesting thing is, you've got all those guys, and then you've got this guy, AJ Banger, president of the World Bank, who will pretty much fund the reconstruction. You got Robert Gabriel, I don't know who he is. But then you get into Hakan Fidan, who's Turkey's foreign minister. Then you get Reem Al-Hashimi, who's UAE Minister of State for International Cooperation. Then you've got Qatar and Egypt, representatives from there. And then you've got another Qatari official. I'm not going to say their names. I said I'm not, but I am. Ali Al-Thawadi. And then you've got an Israeli Cypriot businessman, Yakir Gabay. But here's the interesting thing. This is the new alliance. This is the new peace. Like, there will be peace in the Middle East now. This is the cold-blooded truth of the whole thing. And the Gazans know this as well. The same people that blew them up, and I'm not talking about the Israelis. The Israelis did do it, but in a bigger picture, in a bigger scheme of things type of way, it was all the people on the peace board. It was all the members of the military-industrial complex, the neocons, the financial-industrial complex. All these people green-lighted the whole thing. They supplied the arms, they green-lighted it, they funded it. The Israelis did it. They were the ones who dropped the bombs, but they would never have been allowed to do it without a green light from these players. So anyway, you go back to fucking Jared Kushner's speech. There's nothing in his speech. There's no soul. There's no humanity in there. It is just bottom line and profit. That's it. If you trade out every single time he says the word peace with the word profit, because that's what he actually means. He means profit when he means peace. When he says peace, he means profit. Then you'll understand what's going on here. So what has happened here? It's even worse. It's even darker than I had ever imagined. The only reason the war ended is because the financials of the reconstruction became more appealing than the profits made on the genocide. So the military industrial complex had to relent to the financial industrial complex because they'll be going in and they'll be reconstructing the entire, and fucking look at Kushner. Look at Kushner's fucking charts and shit. He's like, yeah, we lost like 40,000 people. So there was like he's just put it in a column. He's like 40,000 losses, 20 megatons of bombing. Like, these are the numbers. So we've replaced this. That's good profit there. Good loss of life there. And now we're looking at this for the rebuild. This is the next thing. Now we want to get the Gazans jobs. So basically what's going to happen is, like Trump said when he first started, this was the plan the whole time. It's not Trump's plan, by the way. Trump's just the figurehead who relays the message to the public. And he's useful because he gets away with everything. He can just say anything. And he still has a psychotically loyal base. So the consumer industrial complex, which is like your Starbucks, your McDonald's, your fucking your Levi's, all these companies will be moving in and rebuilding, helping with the rebuild, all the construction companies. There'll be a Trump Towers right smack bang in the middle of Gaza. Like, all this is happening. They're going to throw the Gazans who have been in an open air jail for fucking God knows how long. And they're going to throw them in a fucking McDonald's hat and teach them how to deep fry fries. That's the next phase for the Gazans. A hell worse than death. But here's the thing. So Gaza is going to have peace. It's all been sorted out. The proxies, Hamas, the Houthis, the extremes in fucking Iran, and the proxies and Lebanon as well, the Hezbollah, and the ones in Syria, they've all been placated, integrated, or decapitated. So they are not going to be an issue going forward until maybe like fucking 10, 20 years down the road. But here's the thing. The military industrial complex doesn't just go, laters, you guys win, we don't want profits anymore. They only leave if they can move somewhere else, if they can move on to new fertile territory. And that new fertile territory is going to be Europe. That is going to be the next phase of the military industrial complex forever war. So as the Middle East normalizes, stabilizes, and begins the rebuild, it will become a destination for holiday goers and business and future prosperity. And unfortunately, Europe and Latin America are going to be the new targets. NATO is spending money like crazy, buying arms and preparing for war. And the thing is, just buying the arms isn't enough. You can't just sit on them. You need to be churning them over. The military industrial complex needs profits quarterly. They've got fucking investors and board directors to answer to. You know what I mean? So just buying them isn't enough. They have to be used. They have to be replenished. There needs to be some churn over. So the war doesn't go away. The violence doesn't end, it just moves. I reckon, put me down for this. I reckon in the next 5 to 10 years, Syria will be a safer place for a holiday than Sweden. Bookmark me, baby. The Boyle has made a prediction. That's it. Fucking enjoy the rest of your weekend. Check out Jared Kushner's cold-blooded speech at Davos. That'll do for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.